Welcome back. We are doing another full draft and we're gonna do the Arizona Cardinals today. The Arizona Cardinals, they've been historically not that good, but we're gonna change that today. And we're gonna start off with the third overall pick with the Arizona Cardinals now. I believe Jacoby Brissett will be the starting QB coming this season. And they also added Gardner Minshew to be the backup. Now, do I ever see Gardner Minshew getting some snaps during the season? Probably. Either injuries or Jacoby Brissett's just trolling again. And usually, we've seen Jacoby just air the ball out in the 2025 season because they were down majority of the game. And but the Arizona Cardinals, they went ahead. They got themselves a new coach, Mike LaFleur, the brother of Matt LaFleur. And in my opinion, they got some high hopes for him. For him to change the facility, change the locker room, just change the whole franchise in general. Now for starters, we're gonna go ahead and sim it off, and we're gonna pick in like a mix of needs and also best player available. And in this one, my goodness, in this mock, they are very high on Cardinal Tate now, aren't they? But with the Arizona Cardinals, I think in my opinion, obviously right tackle is a huge need for them. It really is. And I think an investment in linemen, it does good. It really does for your future. And I know it's not the sexy pick. It's not flashy, but the trenches, the game always starts in the trenches. That's where the play starts first. And I've always told myself that ever since watching the Chicago Bears game. The trenches are important, all right? Now, their line, it's pretty good. It's just that right tackle spot is such a huge glare. If I was the Cardinals, would you consider trading back? I mean, yeah, obviously. I think teams, I heard Cowboys want to trade up. I heard the Chiefs might want to trade up for an edge rusher. It's possible the Cardinals can trade down and still get the guy that they want. Now, in this scenario, I'm not going to do any trade backs, but we're just going to keep the picks as it is. But in the real draft, I do think Cardinals do trade back in a couple picks back, either with the Chiefs or maybe the Cowboys. Who knows? I think with the Chiefs, it makes more sense. Maybe even the Saints. Who knows? But I think we're going to go ahead and pick the best right tackle in this class, Francis Mauigoa, 6'5", 329 pounds. I think this guy he's a thick human. Pause. He's 20 years old, and I think he will do justice for that. He's just a beast, man. He doesn't allow a lot of sacks, pressures. He's gonna be a good guy for this Cardinals team. Now, 34 with the Cardinals. I believe their Ravens did some trades and they traded for CJ Allen. Now, in this case scenario, I do think the Cardinals, their defense is atrocious. I think one of their best impact players last season was Calais Campbell, and he's 40 years old. They do have up and coming Walter Nolan, who did get hurt. They have Buda Baker as well. They did draft some DBs like Will Johnson, who has a sort of an injury bug. Denzel Burke from Ohio State's all right. I've seen him. Yeah. They do have Josh Sweat, who I really like as well, though. I say why not keep building on the defensive side, which is a huge need for them. We could start in the trenches with a TJ Parker, but I really do like Colton Hood. I think Colton Hood is one of the most physical DBs. And if he drops here, it'll be really good, man. He's a lockdown physical DB. He's a 5'11", 193 pounds. Pretty fast, got long speed. Really good in man coverage, explosive. Excels in cover too. But yeah, I guess the main concern is the missed tackles that he brings. But hey, Emmanuel McNeil Warren is still left on the board. And I really like him a lot. He could be a box safety for these guys, but I mean, Buda Baker, he's not getting younger, right? He's not getting younger. And in my opinion, I think we're going to go ahead and select Colton Hood. Get that long-term DB. And yeah, we can get a safety later on. There is some good safeties in this class, and here we are. AJ Halsey, safety out of LSU. He's a pretty decent safety, but I do like Kamari Ramsey a lot more. A pretty fast guy. And Traden Stukes, who grew up in Arizona. He's established right now, pretty fast. I think this would make sense. He is a little older though. He's played 5 years in college, but you know, at the end, in the third round, what does it matter? I do like Stukes though in this area. Josiah Trotter is a really good linebacker as well. I might want to go for the hometown guy, Traden Stukes. Dominique Orange though, I do love me some big citrus. Like I said earlier, it starts in the trenches. They did get Roy Lopez as a nose tackle, Andrew Billings. I mean, these guys aren't going to be long-term options. They do have some guy. I think I want to get Big Citrus, man. If Big Citrus is left on the board, give me Big Citrus. He has a cool nickname, and he was really good for Iowa State, in my opinion. He's 322, 6'2". He's going to be a really good nose tackle. I think this is a good fit for the Arizona Cardinals. So give me the guy, the nose tackle, Dominique Orange from Iowa State. We're going to keep building on the trenches, man. This is where you win. You got to be physical in this league. And I mean, we already got the DB Colton Hood, who is a physical DB. Here we go, another one. With pick 104, I do like Dalen Everett, long-term guy. Deontay Lawson, linebacker from Alabama, is intriguing right now. He is intriguing. I don't know if I want to go wide receiver in this offense though, because they still got Marvin Harrison. Still a believer in the guy. Michael Wilson broke out a little bit last season while Marv was hurt. So I don't think they need any wide receiver needs. They did get Devin Duvernay for special teams purposes, but I do understand that, you know, after Harrison, Michael Wilson, who was there, I mean, they did sign Kendrick Bourne, who had some flashy games last season with the Niners. He did contribute while they were hurt and banged up, but you know, we can worry about receiver later on. I do want to go linebacker though. Deontay Lawson from Alabama. I thought he showed some promise. 6'3", 226. I think he's an alpha, man. He was the leader for that Alabama defense, and I think a guy like this who could start right away for the Cardinals, right there. At linebacker they got Mac Wilson. They got Cody Simon. I think you add a guy like Deontay Lawson right there. He's gonna be the pick that stays, and I think he will get a second contract over there. Now, man, I think we like that we're going in the trenches and getting big and physical. We're getting bigger guys. Here we go. We got pick 143. Now that running back room, it's something. Let's say that. Let's say, because I know there's been some mocks talking about Jeremiah Love potentially going there. I mean, would it be hilarious if the Cardinals drafted Jeremiah Love after signing Tyler Algier? Because Tyler Algier, he looked like a promising back right after his rookie season, and then the following year the Falcons draft Bijan Robinson. So if Tyler Algier gets Tyler Algiered again, that would be funny, but we went with the right tackle for them. In the running back position, I do like a guy like Nick Singleton though. James Conner, he's not getting any younger. They signed him back on a 1-year deal. They probably love him as a locker room guy. They're who knows how much juice he still has left in the tank. Trey Benson, he was supposed to be the guy to take the starting roles, but he got hurt as well right after James Conner last season. But he is still young, but can we see him really as an RB1 long term? I don't know. I really don't see it. But with Nick Singleton, this guy, he's got the size. He's 6 foot, close to 220. He runs a fast 40. Better believe it. He couldn't do it at the combine because he got hurt during the Senior Bowl, I believe. But man, this guy got some speed. He like in the 4.3s kind of speed. Now his elusiveness is a question. Man, his pass catching ability and his yards after contact, it could really spark on the offensive end. It really can. So why not take a shot on a guy like Nick Singleton on the Arizona Cardinals? I think long term it would be cool. He was a breakout freshman. I really like the dude. Let's just get some playmakers. Also, Nick Singleton, he played in the slot too. So if you want him to get some pass catching reps, yeah, Penn State, they lined him up in the slot. And yeah, he played well. He played well over there. So why not? Now at 183, man, this is where you start taking upside shots for real. Now, what I'm looking at the board, there is some tight ends, but they already got the man Trey McBride. How did I forget about Trey McBride when it came to the receiving on the offensive end, along with Marvin Michael Wilson, because that guy is the number one for sure. He is a beast. Yeah, should we just stay on the defensive side? Take some upside shots. TJ Hall, not one of the fastest guys, but you know, he was third team all Big Ten in his final season. He is an older guy, but really good against the run. I think adding another DB in this room wouldn't kill anyone because their DBs are a little atrocious. The other DBs that I kind of like, maybe this Washington Prysock. He could be good. He does have the size. He really has good size. And he is also a good run defender too. So I think they would like a guy like him rather than TJ Hall, who has the same capability to stop in the run and has the better size than him as a bigger, you know, DB. Also, I never thought about this. I should have mentioned this earlier with Ty Simpson, you know, being an option, but he wasn't because the Jets took him at 14. I wonder if, like, yeah, if the Jets do that, but also would the Cardinals trade up and get Ty Simpson in the draft? Obviously, I'm not doing trades right now, but would they trade up for Ty Simpson in the draft? In my opinion, I wouldn't do it. But you know, teams are desperate. They want to find their guy. They want to get it cracking right away. But I think they really are banking on Jacoby Brissett being another starter for one more year, and then draft one in 2027, where there's a list of guys, but it's never guaranteed. Never guaranteed. This class was supposed to be a lot of upside QBs, but all of them failed miserably in their final season. So that's why the only one available was Fernando Mendoza, which was on nobody's radar preseason when it came to draftable first round talent quarterbacks. But here we are. You know, things can change in a couple months. I feel like we already got some defensive guys. Should we bring in an edge rusher? I usually think Vincent Anthony's like the go-to guy in the later rounds as an edge rusher, but I won't do him this time. Maybe Trey Moore. Maybe Trey Moore, man. He's versatile. He could play off-ball linebacker as well, coming off the edge. For this pick, we're gonna go ahead and pick Trey Moore for this one. Congratulations, you are Arizona Cardinal. We're gonna select just anybody with an upside. We did get an A- on that pick, by the way, for Trey Moore. Barry Brown, another LSU receiver. I mean, why not? Why not just get another wide receiver in that? I think he is better than Aaron Anderson in my opinion, though. But I mean, the wide receiver room isn't the prettiest, so get someone that could compete. Barry Brown from LSU with the 7th round pick. Why not? Why not, man? Let's see what he does in camp. I think he's very versatile, and that is the end of the draft. Let me know, any Arizona Cardinal fans, how do you feel about this mock draft? Did I do good? Do you hate it? Is there any players that you'd rather pick in the top 3 or even for the rest of the draft? Let me know in the comments. I'll be feel free to discuss draft talks. Obviously I'm never gonna be always right. I'm not gonna be perfect, but this is just what would happen if I was picking for the Cardinals and this is how the board fell. We definitely went strong in the trenches, got physical DBs, physical linebacker, and we got some upside shots in the later end of the draft. So I think you should go into the draft always thinking like that, especially if you're the Cardinals with a lot of needs on the defensive end and in the trenches. But yeah, I want to thank y'all for coming and watching the end of the video. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you want to see more, and let me know, comment which team you would love to watch for me to rebuild and draft for your future. So thank you. I'll see you in the next video.